Today's coder question is all about raw materials and the tools that we use when we're building applications in software development, in web development. So here I'm talking about the difference between tools and raw materials. And by that I define a programming language as a raw material, and I define a framework as a tool. So the tool will help you build the application using that raw material, being the programming language. Now I hear an awful lot of people say, I'm going to learn JavaScript for the very first time this month, and I'm going to be doing it through Vue.js, or I'm going to be doing it through React. The problem with that I see is that they're not actually learning the raw materials, they're learning the implementation of those raw materials using the tooling of Vue.js or React. And so they don't actually get an appreciation for JavaScript being the raw material. This is why I do a lot of my beginner-friendly tutorials on YouTube on the How to Code Well channel without any kind of frameworks, with very minimal libraries, because I'm teaching the raw materials. And once you learn the raw materials, once you learn the programming language, you can then decide what tooling you want to use to help you develop whatever it is that you wish to achieve. And the thing is that not all tools are the same, right? No tool is the same, and you'll be able to have different benefits with different tools and so forth. Different libraries support different things, different frameworks and so forth and so forth. So you'll be able to do things slightly easier in different tools, you'll be able to do things slightly more complicated in different tools, there'll be more flexibility with different tools and so forth. And I see it like building a house, right? So when you're building a house, the raw materials of that house are wood, they're stones, they're bricks and all of that stuff, and cement and so on and so forth. The tooling though is actually how you actually create the building or whatever it is that you wish to architect using tools and using those raw materials. But you have to have an understanding of those raw materials first before you can actually work out what it is that you are trying to use those tools to do. Otherwise you end up using the wrong tools for the job. And this is the same with programming and web development. Lots of people I see are using the wrong tools for the job, and that is because they haven't appreciated the raw materials. And with JavaScript, I use JavaScript as an example there, there's a lot of things you can do directly in the raw materials without actually using any tooling at all. However, that is lost on a lot of people because they dive straight first into using tooling without actually learning what JavaScript can do. And it's the same with PHP, it's the same with Python, and so on and so forth. But that is the difference, in my opinion, of tooling and raw materials in programming and web development. Thanks ever so much for watching. Happy coding, everyone. If you haven't done so, please do subscribe to this IGTV as well as How to Code Well on YouTube. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.